Okay, my people, come on, come in, start coming in because we're about to start. Only 3 minutes to start, and I have a great show today for you guys. So come on in, preparing. Only 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes to go, and I am excited because this is going to be great. So you can start asking your questions in the in the chat. Let me know your thoughts about this topic of today. What are the 5 key challenges for the Caribbean? So come on in. 3 minutes to go, and then we will start. Listen to this. It's a great Friday, and wherever you are in the Caribbean, wherever you are in the world, just come in. I see one person arriving there. We are preparing to come in. 2.5 minutes to start the show today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. And my question is, let me know your thoughts. What are the 5 economic challenges of the Caribbean? What are the 5 economic challenges of the Caribbean? You can start typing your comments in there. So if you're only watching, let me know your thoughts. What are the topics that you want to discuss today? What are your 5 economic challenges? 2 minutes to start the show. Come on in. And the show is going to take 5 minutes only because we are heading towards the weekend. So come on in. Episode 58 already. What are the 5 economic challenges for the Caribbean? Let me know your thoughts. What are these challenges? You can start typing in the comments, and I will pick up everything. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go to start this great show on this Friday. What are your 5 challenges? What are your 5 challenges for the Caribbean? If you don't have any challenges, I have some 5 economic challenges I want to discuss with you from the Caribbean. So come on in. The show is about to start. And to all the people looking at me, to all the people watching this in the replay, also, this is just a new thing that I'm starting to onboard you to come on in the show. Prepare because it's going to start. And once it starts, I'm going live in a couple of seconds. And then we will discuss the topic of today. What are the 5 economic challenges for the Caribbean? Let me know your thoughts. Come on in and join the party because we are going to answer all your questions. What are the 5 economic challenges for the Caribbean? If you are living in the Caribbean right now, you have 30 seconds to join in this meeting, this show on this Friday. Come on board in the show. This show is going to be great today, and we are going to head and talk about the Caribbean. So let me know your thoughts, and we are about to start. So, welcome to the Data Analysis and Policy Show. And I am creating this great show for you, especially for you. And this show is about how you turn data into analysis so that you can create the right policies. There are a lot of people that don't talk about data. You are not allowed to talk about data. You are not allowed to talk about what is going to happen in your economy. You don't know exactly the figures. That's why it is very important to have all the data in one place to analyze that data to see what you can do and so that you can create the right policies. So that's what this show is about. My name is Rooney Calmera. Let me put my name on there. And I am your host today. So the topic of today is, what are the 5 challenges for the Caribbean? Let me know below. And if you're listening to this, you can also stop the show right now if you are listening to this as a replay. What are the thoughts? What are your 5 thoughts about the 5 challenges that we really need to tackle in the Caribbean? Now, I'm going to tell you what I think these challenges are. And these challenges are, number one, the number one challenge in the Caribbean right now is the deficit. The deficit on the fiscal account. The deficit on the budgets of the governments. Because this deficit is going to lead to more debt for the Caribbean people. And more debt means that the debt is actually a bunch of taxes on your head for you and for the future generations. So don't think only that it's going to be only 4 years of the political parties. It can take debt that is going to be more than this generation, your generation, can pay back. So if you don't care about the debt because you're thinking like, hey, I'm living right now and I don't care what is happening with my children, when you are having a huge deficit, that means that that deficit can turn into debt. And as you know, the debt as a percentage of GDP of the total economy, the maximum norm is 60%. So if you are above the 60% of debt of GDP, because you are accumulating deficits, then you have a problem, because the markets in the Caribbean, the markets in the world are going to react on that debt. They can downgrade you. Fitch, Moody's, they can downgrade you and you have more problems. They can downgrade your economy, the bonds in your economy. Number 2, the number 2 biggest challenge, economic challenge in the Caribbean, unemployment. Because of the COVID pandemic, there are a lot of problems with unemployment. People are losing their jobs. If you have a high unemployment, especially youth unemployment, that means that you don't have people paying for the premium, paying for the taxes. Then your system is going to be in deficit again. You're going to have more poverty. You're going to have more people. Maybe they don't know what to do and they run into criminal activities. Not all of them, but that's the number 2. The number 3 biggest challenge is the deficit on the current account. That means that the exports are much lower than the imports. Because the exports are mostly tourism-based exports, that means that export has dropped. And because it dropped, that means that actually the importing everything from outside will continue. And that means that your foreign reserves, the number of dollars, euros that you have, are going away. So if you are watching this episode, tell me what your challenges are. I have shown you already 3 challenges. When that deficit on the current account is so high that you cannot finance it anymore, you don't have dollars, you don't have euros anymore, that means that it can turn into the 4th challenge. The 4th challenge is a monetary problem. Imagine you have your fiat money, your money, and then suddenly the value of your money compared to the dollar, it devaluates. So that can be a challenge. It is not right now, the challenge right now, but if you have a huge current account, you don't solve the problem on your exports becoming lower than your imports, then you will end up with a fiat currency, a currency which is not good. And what does that mean? That can lead to higher inflation for the people. That's the number 4. What is your number 5? Your number 5, my number 5 is actually balance the economy with the environment. The Caribbean islands, they are islands, and the problems in the world with, for instance, high rising sea levels, the problems in the world with hurricanes, those problems are devastating for the Caribbean. That means that at a global level, we have to solve these kind of problems. That problem that we are not balancing with the environment. What does that mean? We need to go to a circular economy, an economy where we produce, but we don't have a lot of waste. Waste meaning plastic, etc. in the environment. We don't have a lot of waste, meaning things that need to go in the air. Imagine you have a refinery, and everything you're putting everything in the refinery, you're putting those emissions in the air. When you're putting that, actually it has a relationship with the rising sea levels. So the Caribbean, those are my 5 economic challenges. Tell me below, not only a link, not only a like, but tell me in the comments, I'm going to type in here, what are your challenges? I have only 1 minute to go. What are your challenges? So tell me your challenges, and if I receive any challenges, I will put that challenge right in there. So click to view, comment, tell me what your challenges are. Because those are my 5 challenges. Those are the challenges for the Caribbean. So I recap. Deficits, fiscal account, unemployment, deficit on the current account, monetary problems, environmental problems. So we need to transform the economy, and if you want to know how we can transform the economy, those economies in the Caribbean, what do we need to do? Where do we need to grow? Where do we need to diversify the economy? Then you want to be in contact with me, and you want to listen to the next episode. The next episode is going to be great. By the way, I'm looking for interviews to people in the Caribbean who want to discuss with me in this show about the economic topics, data, analysis, and policy. Strategic policy. If you are in the Caribbean and you want to discuss with me about that, I will interview you and I will contact you. So just you know how to contact me. Now, if you want to know how to contact me, let me show you how to contact me. And then please do this. Hey, stay connected with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. Right there, I'm going out. I have taken the 5 economic challenges of today, the 5 economic challenges. You know where to watch the next time. The next time is going to be about data, analysis, and policy in the Caribbean. And by the way, link with me. Link with me on all these beautiful links there. And let's stay in contact. I want to meet 100 new people in the Caribbean island, in the Eastern Caribbean islands. So link with me via LinkedIn. I want to meet 100 new persons by the end of this month. Okay? Because we have to discuss these challenges. Okay, I'm going out. Let's meet the same place, same time, Monday.